I'm Renee and you're watching Island House Handmade, and today we're making Sicilian grandma style pizza. It's Friday and it's Friday pizza night in my house, and I can't wait to show you how I make this homemade pizza that I've been making my entire life. Let's get right to the star of the show, the dough. Start with a good dough from the grocery store. They have them in the frozen section and you can defrost it. And they also have fresh dough in the bakery section of the supermarkets if you want to try making pizza at home. You can't really make delicious pizza without homemade sauce. You need some crushed tomatoes and tomato paste. You need a little sugar, teeny bit of crushed pepper for a little added spice. We're using oregano and basil. Need fresh garlic and onion. For the pizza, I use pizza seasoning. It just comes in my supermarket and there's all kinds of seasonings mixed in, so I use this for the pizza. You need to use locatelli cheese. I have flour here today, so when I roll out the dough, I have my flour ready. We have to use Filippo Berrio olive oil because this is the olive oil that my mother uses and I've been using it my whole life, so we stick with that. Salt and pepper. Then for the pizza, I used to use grated mozzarella in the packaging. I like to buy a block of mozzarella and shred it, but my husband kind of evolved into helping me make the pizza is to buy this fresh made mozzarella and we slice it and we put it on the top. So this is what we've evolved into using. But you could use any of the mozzarella cheese of your choice. When the pizza's ready, I'm going to be serving it on my red Crate and Barrel plates that I love. I have my pizza cutter. I have this little brush to oil my pan. I like to use this for my garlic. My little spatula. Tonight we're doing sausage and pepperonis. Now for the grandma, today what we're going to be using is this aluminum pan. And this is 17 by 12. Alright guys, so when you're preparing the dough, if you buy it at the grocery store and it's frozen, take it out the night before and put it in your fridge. About 3 hours before, you want to take it out and let it rise. If it's the weekend and you have extra time, take it out at like noon and let it rise on the counter. I'm going to show you how I do mine. Now this comes in this packaging, which this is so different than anything I've ever used, but it's, like I said, it's unbelievable. This is $4.99. I'm going to let it sit like lightly, and then I'm going to put it on the countertop behind me, and then I'm going to put this over it. So we're going to do that. It's about noon, and I know we're going to eat about 5. So this will sit out for the rest of the afternoon. Nice and cozy on the counter, and you got to cover it. I have this trick for my tomato paste. I open both ends, and then I take a bowl and I just, you have to make sure it's, this is off, but I just use the, in here and I push it through and it all comes out. The reason I use the bowl is because instead of it going in the pan, you gotta get the lid out. All right, so now we're gonna make a quick sauce. The sauce tastes so much better when you have a little meat. First thing we're gonna do is brown them in the bottom of the pan, and I'm gonna coat the pan with olive oil. Some olive oil. These are perfectly brown. The garlic and the onions. I'm gonna add just a couple of sprinkles of the crushed, not a lot. Whole oregano, just about a teaspoon. Basil, I just throw in a teaspoon. Sugar, I just throw in a teaspoon, and sugar is just to cut the acid. I'm doing salt and pepper. Stove flame is closer to low, but I don't want this to burn. This nice sauce is done. This is thick. Look at that, it's beautiful. Perfect for pizza. So we use the bottom rack here, and it just keeps it closer to the heat. And then you'll see we take it in and out with this paddle. This is very helpful. It's time to roll out the dough. This thing grew really nicely. It's ready to pop out of this tin. Look at this. So, I mean, look at it. It's moving. I think it's alive. So I always use this cutting board to roll my dough and sprinkle my flour all over it. All right, it's just time. We gotta get right into this. So if you can shape it roughly in the shape of the pan, that's gonna help you. So I've already kind of moved it along to be this rectangle shape. And that looks really good. My hands are triple cleaned. I can't clean them again. I'm gonna take my flour and just sprinkle it on top. And that's gonna be great. I'm gonna use, for part of this, my rolling pin. And this dough, it just spreads out. You don't even really need to use this pin, but I like to use the rolling pin because it helps with those big bubbles that occur when it's cooking. And if I follow the size of this cutting board, it's gonna be the size of the pan. So this is really my goal. The way that I'm going to achieve a crispy bottom is I'm going to oil the bottom of the pan. So I'm going to use my oil, and then I'll spread it all around the pan with this brush. And that really helps keep it crispy. I cook on a 525 oven. That's as high as my oven goes, and that's perfectly fine. The goal is to get the crust underneath as crispy as possible. And one other tip that we have is we pre-bake the dough just for a few minutes to get it started and watch it closely. And then we pull it out, decorate it, and put it back in. I hope everybody enjoyed watching me make my version of a grandma style pizza. I have to say, the bottom came out perfect. It was the right amount of crunch, and it was hot and bubbly, and the meat was flavorful, and it was just delicious. So, if you stayed till the end, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. From my kitchen to yours, I hope you had a creative day. Bye for now.